Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome. My name is Alex Halsey. This is Kick and Push, where we have legs and core, and it's a new month, or the end of May. We're going into June, so that just means we're going to be switching up the format for you all, keeping things a little fresh, so that you can keep seeing those gains, keep getting those gains. All right, so I am the health fitness specialist at the McLean location. Thank y'all for joining me. You can check the description for more about what the class format is going to look like. So that way, if you can get it and read it, that might help. But I'll also explain it for you here. So I hope you all enjoyed your weekend. Hope you all got some well rest, enjoyed the weather. We're back at this work. We're back in the office, so we're back working again. I've been sitting down for a while. I'm sure you all have too. So let's shake the dust off. We're gonna get up and warm up, and then get our workout going. But I'll explain our new format moving forward for the rest of June. Even though we're still in May, it's the last day in May, it's the 31st, but we're still going to start with the new format now. So pretty much what we're going to have is an even more simplified version of what we're doing. We only have three moves all together, okay? So two of those three moves are leg moves. One of those three moves is a core move. So for the leg moves, you're going to alternate between both leg moves as many times as you can. That's essentially what the format of this month will be, is an AMRAP, or as many reps as possible. So you're going to alternate back and forth between your leg moves, all right? Then you're only going to use that core move if slash when you need a break from the leg moves, okay? That way you're able to kind of catch your breath a little bit, let your legs cool down for a second, and you can continue moving. All right, so that's as simple as I can get it. You go back and forth between the leg moves, and you only use that core move if you need a break with your legs. All right, so that way you can get in as many reps as possible. That's what the AMRAP stands for our class. All right, so let's go ahead and get warmed up. You don't need weight for today's class, but of course it's always encouraged. And we will have some modifications if you need it. But nonetheless, you don't need weights, but I'm always encouraging you all to grab them if you need it. All right. So because we're going to be doing as many reps as possible, you can start off with no weight, or you can start off with weight and then not have it later on. But I always suggest just starting off with no weight, just to get your body used to it, so you can feel what weight might be appropriate for you. So moderate weight today, if you have it, should work just fine. Otherwise, if you have more options around for you, go ahead and gather them all together, and that should give you the best idea about what weight you need to use. All right, so now that we've explained our new format, let's go ahead and get warmed up. So just start off with some basic body weight squats. Don't know about you guys, but I did a lot of activity this weekend, lots of hiking. Didn't make it to the pool, but that's because I'm cold natured. I need to go to an indoor pool where they keep the humidity high. It was pretty warm this weekend, but still not warm enough for me. So if you were able to make it out to the pool, good for you. I'm happy for you. The later into spring and summer we get, I'm sure the warmer it will get. And then I'll find myself there as well. So just hope you all took some time to relax, of course, fellowship with your loved ones, and come to some back lunges. Fellowship with your loved ones, and of course, acknowledge Memorial Day, all the fallen from our military. So, of course, we're moving here with fluidity, not urgency. All that means is move as smooth as possible, not as fast as possible. Slow your movement down, so that way you know your muscles are engaging. You want the muscles to engage properly. Keep our joints healthy. So move with fluidity, not so fast. Last one. And just come down to the mat. We're going to do some cat-cow. to get your head all the way back, gaze up at the ceiling. And go back down to child's pose and up. Just come up and down out of child's pose. Try to keep your hamstrings tight here, so like you're pulling your heel into your glutes throughout the entirety of this movement. It's going to help stabilize your knee a little bit better. You maintain the tension in your hamstring, the tension that you feel when you pull your heels into your butt throughout the entire rep. 2 more. 1 more. All right, go ahead, come up to a straddle. Gonna do a circle. So push your right shoulder to your left foot, then your left shoulder to your right foot. Just come around in a circle. Make sure you're breathing as you come around. Again, with fluidity, don't rush it. No need to go really fast. And switch directions. Pushing your shoulder to your feet to help turn the torso. Last one. I'm gonna bring the palms down to the ground. Gonna rotate up. Left hand comes up, get the eyes around. Open up your stance if you're having a hard time getting to the floor or twisting to the ceiling, and hopefully your feet don't slide like mine just did. But the wider your stance, the lower to the ground you get. So if you're having a hard time getting low, try to open up the stance. If you're having a hard time twisting up, try getting a little lower by opening your stance. And of course, exhale as you rotate up. Last 2. 1 and 2. All right, so you're gonna roll to your left, coming back to a high plank position. You're gonna bring your butt to your heels and back up. So it's just like a regular squat, except you're facing the ground. You're gonna open up your feet to the normal width you'd squat at. You don't wanna have your feet close to each other. Just going for about 10 reps. Two more. All right. So flip over to your bottom. I'm gonna do a few glute bridges right here. To your back. Heels come close into the glutes. Elevate the hips. So just graze the floor with your tailbone and back up. Try not to let your weight collapse onto the floor. Five more. All right. So go ahead and come all the way up. We're gonna get started. Okay, so our 3 moves. Our first core move or first leg move, bottom up lunges or regular lunges. They're 2 different versions, but they're the same move essentially. So bottom up lunges, all that means is you start from the bottom and you come up. All right, start from the bottom. You can Stay in place right here, right here. That's your modification. This is a split squat, starting from the bottom. All that means is all of your weight is on the floor, and you press up, slowly come down. Or you can bring your feet together. Down to the floor, come up, feet together. The first option, that's your modification. So it's keeping your feet separated. The second option is when you bring your feet together. And of course, you can always just perform a regular lunge if you like. Second leg move. You got calf raises. So right here, slightly bend the knees, calf raises, and toe raises. So find the wall, lean on it, put your butt on the wall, put your shoulders away, lean forward, bring your toes up. Okay? However many calf raises you do, that's how many toe raises you do. Those are 2 leg moves. Go back and forth. If you need a break, if your legs need a break, your core move is a plank walkout. So all that is you're coming up to a high plank, and you're walking your hands out, and you're walking back in. Okay? You're gonna cycle through those with priority on the leg moves. All right, once you get tired from those, go to your core. Once you get tired from the core move, you're gonna go right back to the leg moves, okay? Or once your legs are fresh and you're ready to go again, you return to leg moves. You don't have to go until your core is tired to go back to the leg moves. Just once you feel your legs are ready, go back to the leg moves, okay? So we have 2 8-minute intervals with a minute break in between. All right, 90-second break in between. So let's get going. 3, 2, 1. If you have weight, of course you can use it. But like I said, I always like to start off with no weight. You're going for however many reps you want. I'm going to try to stick with 5 to 10 before I switch. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Make sure you're letting all of your weight down. If you're doing the bottom up, let all the weight down on the floor. So again, you're alternating between the lunges and the calf raises and the toe raises. Only go to the core move if you need it. Keep the calf raises and the toe raises equal. Adding on some weight here, you can too. 1, 2, 3. Let all your weight come down onto the floor. 4. Let yourself down nice and slow. 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost at the 5-minute mark. Keep going. 1, 2. Bring those hips back. Keep your shoulders stacked above your hips. Try not to lean forward like this in your lunge. Try not to lean forward. Just keep the shoulders stacked right over top of the hips. Slight bend in the knees while you're doing your calf raises Control the descent. Don't slam the heels on the floor. Control the descent. Take your time. Just keep moving. That's the goal here, as it always is, to keep moving. The same thing here. Bring down the toes nice and easy. Don't slam or plop the feet down. Control the descent. I'm just going to keep going up and wait. We are at the 4-minute mark exactly. Create the tension. Create the tension in the thighs and the glutes all throughout your lower body before you come back up. That's exactly why we're doing the bottom up. It teaches you to create the tension at the bottom and push through to the top. Because the bottom is the hardest part of a squat, of a lunge. Or you can think of the bottom as the part where you begin to push or go against gravity or the resistance. All right, guys, just keep going. We are just at 2.5 minutes to go. Slight bend in the knees, keep the torso upright. Try not to lean forward or backward too much. Just do what you can to stay centered. Control the descent, control the heel drop. Trying to be quiet as you let your heels back down to the floor and don't slam. Still haven't gone to the core move, so I got more. But again, if you need to, go to the core move to catch your breath. Make sure you keep your shoulders off the wall for your toe raise. Ooh, we've got 90 seconds to go. And we're going to keep moving up and wait. Create all that tension. 3, before you get up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember to let yourself down nice and slow with control. Just like with the calf raises, you set the heel back down nice and easy. We're doing the same thing here when we step back and bring the knee down nice and easy. We got less than 30. Whew. 10 seconds. Okay. got a 90-second break so you can catch your breath. I would have had to go to my core move right after that. So I'll start off with my core move just to switch it up, and then I'll go back to the leg move. You can start wherever you want. Now that we have a fresh interval, this is our last 8 minutes. Okay, just keep in mind, we got 60 seconds left before we get going. But just keep in mind, the goal is for you to keep moving. Okay? So if you need to reduce the weight, go for it. I'm going to keep adding mine up, and that'll probably force me to use the core move, but that's what it's there for. All right? The goal is to keep moving so that way, whatever you have to give, you can give. Whatever you have to give, you need to give. We're just going to give us the opportunity for you to do that. All right? 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Last 8-minute interval. We'll stretch it out, and we're good to go. I know y'all may have taken a few days off here and there. Let's get back into it with this workout, okay? We got 10 seconds. Let's go ahead and get ready. 5, 4, 2. All right, same thing. We just got another set of 8 minutes. All right. Barely was able to do that for a minute. That's pathetic. Do better, Alex. But this weight vest probably helped me extend or reduce how long I was able to do that for. So, no worries. Let's keep it going, y'all. Try to get that knee forward as far as you can. Don't let the heel come up. Two. Nice and soft, nice and easy. Back up. 3. 4. Push through the whole foot, not just the heel, not just the toe, the whole foot. There's 8. Keep it going, y'all. Come on, Alex. Keep going. I'm choosing 8, but of course you can choose more reps. My weight is kind of forcing me to stay within that rep range. Choose a rep range that fits the weight that you have, even if it's just body weight. You may need to go up to a higher rep. Count like around 20 or 25 in order for that set to feel adequate. And that's what you got to do. That's okay. I could do sets of 20, but I'd probably only have a few sets in me if that's what I did with this week. So I'm trying to stick with a rep scheme that allows me to stay within my confines. Use the weight or the resistance to help you stay within a certain rep range. So mine is 5 to 8, say 5 to 10, got the weight, had to reduce it to 5 to 8. Whew. We are almost halfway through. sure the shoulders are off the wall. Ooh, all right. 4 minutes in. We're halfway through, y'all. Let's keep the weight going up. So hopefully after your workouts, y'all are feeling pretty invigorated to get on with your day. I know that's how I feel usually. I got an early day today, which means I get off pretty early. But nonetheless, I try to use the vigor I get from our workouts to bring momentum into the rest of the day. So capitalize on it, okay? Capitalize on your heightened acuity here after your workout. Smash through the rest of the day. Don't rush it though, take your time with your planning, just like you take your time with your form. We are at 2.5 minutes. Keep landing nice and soft with those lunges. Whew. Slight bend in the knee for your calf raises. We got 2 minutes exactly. Okay, that's 15. Don't forget, go to that core move if you need to. The further you bring your feet away, the harder this move is, by the way. So for the toe raises, you bring your feet further away from the wall to make it harder. Hold it at the top for a split second. Drop the toes back down, nice and easy. We're working the muscles that oppose the calf, so that's why we're doing them together for balance. Lifting your toes is equally as important as lifting your heels. Think about how many times your toe, while you're walking or running, your toe is dragged behind you or clipped something. If you increase the strength of your lifting your toe, you'll probably be able to get higher off the ground when you're running to reduce the likelihood of you tripping over something, increasing your clearance from the ground, and maybe you'll be less likely to trip or more likely to regain your balance if you do trip. So we got 30 seconds here. I'm gonna finish out on the core move. Time. Whew. Okay, so if you found yourself only doing the core move just a little bit a few times, like I only did it twice, that's no biggie. All right, so the focus is on the legs. It's on the legs. All right, so like I said, hopefully moving from this point moving forward, this is what we're going to have for the month of June, and hopefully you can understand how to use your weight, your body weight, whatever resistance you have to force you to stay within a certain rep range. That's how you're going to be able to get the most bang for your buck. All right, heavier your weight is, lower the reps. Lighter the weight, higher the reps. inverse relationship, okay? So that's how you're gonna need to use your weights moving forward for the rest of this month and in perpetuity with exercising in general, okay? So catch your breath. Good work, y'all. That was definitely a good workout for sure. I'm sweating. I know you probably can't see it, but my wife beater is catching all the evidence. Everyone always says, "Alex, you don't sweat, you don't work hard enough." I do. It's just usually not as evident, unfortunately, because sweat-wise, because of the layers that I have. But nonetheless, we done. All right. Again, hopefully you feel a little invigorated by the workout today. These AMRAPs are done with the purpose of continually moving through the class. All right. That way it's hard to cheat. Because it's so simple. The only thing to do is to keep going. All right. Okay, so once you've caught your breath, you can go ahead and come down onto the mat. We're going to be on our backs. Stretch out the lower back first. So you're going to come flat on your back. Drop the legs to the right. And bring your shoulders flat to the ground. And switch sides. And relax. You're going to flip over to your belly. Push back into child's pose. Open up the width of your legs to make some room for your chest when you come down into the stretch. And go ahead, sit on up. Flatten your feet out. We're going to stretch the front part of the shin, which is the opposite muscle of the calf. We're doing those toe raises, so just bring your butt to your heels and lean back. Should also feel a slight stretch in the quads here too. And you're going to go ahead and come up to a knee. Bring the right leg up out front. You're going to push your chest to your thigh, stretching out the right hamstring. And go ahead, come up and switch. And relax. Go ahead, come onto your bottom. Gonna come to a butterfly stretch here. pull the feet in. So bring the bottoms of the feet together. Pull the feet into the chest or into the body. Roll the shoulders back. Keep the torso upright. And you're going to pull your knees down to the floor. And relax, bring the knees together. I'm going to bring the right leg up and over the left. Pull your right leg into your body. Relax and switch. And relax. All right, so go ahead and come to your feet. If you need to keep stretching, please take the extra time to do so. But that's all I have for you all today. That's our class. So thank y'all for joining me. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Holla.